In the beautiful anchorage of Grande Anse, Ricky decided to head off for a morning hike with Marty before our morning free dive to see what lies underneath our boat.
When I met you, when we started off, it sure was a different kind of love. Should I get up?
Our little hike that we decided to go on this morning ended up taking me and Marty all the way up to the top of the hill on this mountain, and I'll show you what this mountain looks like afterwards. But there wasn't a viewpoint, so we missed that. And then in Ricky fashion, we decided to take a little stream down, so we're not even on a path, but we're going down the mountain through a stream, and let's see where it takes us. Oop, shit. How's it been so far, Marty?
Pretty smooth.
Pretty smooth. So hopefully this guy will lead us down. There's a little red mark. Someone's taped it.
Where?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Or is this the mark?
Oh, that's the red trail.
Yeah, this is the trail.
We bought an old abandoned catamaran, spent 2 years rebuilding her, and embarked on a 7,000-mile journey across the Atlantic Ocean to our dream cruising grounds, the beautiful Caribbean.
Subscribe below and follow the adventure as we explore our way up the Caribbean chain of islands to the beautiful Bahamas.
a different kind of love? A different kind. It was such a different kind of love.
Once Ricky came back from his hike with jelly legs, I managed to convince him to climb in the water with me and explore what lies underneath our boat. We saw turtles and a bunch of reef fish, which made us super eager to scuba dive.
But some love is haunted from the start. From the get-go to the final blow, yeah, you got a different kind of heart.
The following day, we popped out our torn asymmetric to assess the damages and take measurements for our new asymmetric to be sent off to Almond Sales.
We're out here in the anchorage and you can see there's no wind. It's perfect conditions to kind of show you guys what happened with our sail, and obviously this is what our sail looked like when we left South Africa. And this is what it looks like after the Atlantic crossing. Now granted, the sail did sail a lot, it got wet, sunshine every day, the sun baked on it, it really abused it. And it's also maybe an indication for you guys that are looking at getting a new asymmetric not to look at certain colors. Like, we love the luminous day glow colors and they freaking awesome for that, and especially when you put a shoot out, they're beautiful. But this is what happens with time to them, like all the colors gone. This used to be pink, so you see the pink runs through here. This is what it looks like now. And this is the blue. The blue is super strong, so this is like a solid color to go for, and this is actually what we've asked our new asymmetric to be in, because after all of that it's still good. But I'll give you the same example. So there's the blue section and I'm going here to the yellow section, and like I can do the same to this and won't break. And I'm not going where it's reinforced, I'm just going with its normal material, and that's purely only color difference. And it just keeps on tearing, and if I tear it along this line, it's literally nothing. Like, I cannot tear the blue still. So even though these materials are all the same age, that blue survived way better. So maybe something for other people to consider, and also a lesson learned for us is get a darker color. From what we heard from the guys at Almond was the dark colors and non-day glow colors last way longer. And then also I think white and black are like super stable colors. Black might not be the best color flying at night if you do that. For long passages like we did, we flew it day and night and we just watched the radar for squalls. But obviously you got the risk of flying a shoot at night, but that's not the point. The point is these colors are way more stable. Something dark, solid color, that material is still good. So what I'm going to tell Simone to do is whip out the sewing machine, and she'll start sewing all the good colors back so we can have a little patch so we can still sail with it. What do you think, hon?
No, I like being a pirate with shattered sails.
Simone likes sailing it like this, like she thinks she's the Black Pearl. Not the Black Pearl, what's the other ones?
Oh, the Black Pearl had bad sails.
Yeah.
And the Flying Dutchman.
The Flying Dutchman, yeah, had bad sails. But this is the condition of our sails. You can see she's still good for another 6 months. Like, this is part of character now. So you want to fly it. This will hold very good shape in absolutely no conditions at all. So yeah, the long and short of our sails is she was poked, and it wasn't something that we did wrong. Which at first we thought, oh, maybe we did overload a little bit. The
no
sheet
ways,
was a little,
there was no wind.
Yeah, looking at it like this, I mean there was 10 knots of wind that we had, 10 knots apparent, but the sail's just falling apart, man. It's just toast. But yeah, surprising how good the blue still is. Are you playing the funeral song?
Yeah. Trial sail.
So yeah, let's get the sucker bagged up. We might keep this sock, like if we find a second-hand spinnaker for downwind.
Spending more money on sails and shit.
No, second-hand, like if someone's giving something
spend
away.
money on it. If they're giving it away, it's because it's toast, babes.
That's also true.
We've found a few dive spots in this bay that Ricky wants to check out. He made a valid point that while we have good dive spots, we should make use of them, since this is the best diving we've done since we got to the Caribbean. So we're definitely gonna go check out a little dive spot. My ear's feeling a little wonky, but hopefully it's good.
So we're doing turtles and a little sailboat rig.
Yeah, turtles in a sailboat rig. While we're exploring the waters below, be sure to click subscribe if you haven't already, and click on the notification bell to alert you every time we upload a new episode. And don't forget to like this video and leave us a comment below in the comment sections. It's a free way you can support our channel.
A different kind of love. When I met you, when we started off, it sure was a different kind of love. Should I get up? Should I get up and run? Stop it right before it had begun.
Almost don't remember how it feels when you lay down in an open field.
Ricky would get excited every time he saw feelers sticking out, thinking we had dinner sorted for the night. But every lobster we picked up was small. The amount of little lobsters we saw while diving was incredible.
Do you like it better when the sky is blue? I know I do. In a summer state of mind, we be wasted all the time. In a summer state of mind, in a summer state of mind. Hands, put 'em in the sky every sounds warm. Do you like it better when you see the sun? Do you like it better when the sky is blue? I know I do. In a summer state of mind, we'd be wasted all the time. In a summer state of mind, in a summer state of mind.
Ricky and I spent most of our time on this dive trying to free the fish that got trapped in the lobster cages, but unfortunately it was really tough trying to free them out of there. After Ricky and I's little scuba dive, Ricky went to get the tanks refilled so that he could do a night dive with Marty and Michelle from sailing vessel Omagog.
We haven't had many opportunities for night dives, so we're rigging up for a night dive.
Well, you're going, I'm not going.
Yeah, Simone's staying, but I'm going with our friends Marty and Michelle, and it's a beautiful coral dive. Hope to see some fish, but there's a lot of coral in this spot that we're going to. I'm going to take this and my dive torch, and then we'll put a surface light on the dinghy facing down to help us have a little bit more light on there.
I'm not going because my ear has been wonkers. I went diving with Ricky today and it was fine until I came back up and then it just hurt.
Check what we got. Lomo stick.
You're not supposed to light it up immediately.
Got 12 hours. Oh yes. I'll tie this up onto my big one. So then at least my fellow divers can see me.
As you can see, it was extremely dark that evening, but Ricky described it as something absolutely unreal. Definitely will be doing more night dives. And he managed to finally see the squid in action. We're heading off to the next bay, Anse Noire, something like that. Felt like we've dived the crap out of this bay. So on to the next spot.
And we say bye-bye to this anchorage. This is a really nice anchorage. Very, very, very nice. What would you rate that anchorage?
Very nice.
That was a good one, eh?
So just the part that the cell signal sucks.
Yeah.
So to get work done, it was a little frustrating. But we'll see how it is at the next bay. Anse Noire and Anse Noire are right next to each other, separated by a cliff of houses. Anse Noire is your typical turquoise waters with white sandy beaches, and Anse Noire is a volcanic black beach. Although Anse Noire looked gorgeous, the holding at Anse Noire seemed to be better, according to a Windward Island book. After setting anchor, we hopped on the dinghy to go see what was happening on land.
How nice the beach.
Beautiful. So what is our plan?
So we hiked over here from where we anchored. I think we're gonna go fetch a dinghy and just bring her around.
And swim.
Bring our snorkeling gear. Swim, $1 snack shops. We're good.
It's not $1. It's like it says $1 sign on the
Means it's cheaper.
navigation book.
It's cheaper than the $2 signs
Yes.
place.
Yes. Let's go. Stay tuned till next week as we explore the underwaters of Anse Noire and Anse Noire. Don't forget to subscribe below if you haven't already and give this video a big thumbs up. See you guys next week.